Like, what was going on in high school? What was happening in high school? Can someone please explain? That's already a sign to you that that person probably doesn't like you. This up is like my ideal version of myself, and I'm a little shocked about how much she looks like me right now. Okay, ready? Hi my best friends, and welcome back to my sleepover. I'm so excited for today's video because in today's video we're going to be reading my old high school diaries. Just so you guys can understand, this is the amount of diaries that I have. Obviously we're not going to be reading all of them, but we're going to choose one, and if you guys will want more of this, then definitely let me know in the comments. There were definitely some of these that were painful, some of these that I don't really remember, and then honestly some of these, it was a time, it was a moment, they were iconic,
and she is the moment.
Also there's this one where I painted Loki and Sylvie, but I didn't really finish the painting. They look kind of weird, but we're not talking about that. I used to also like paint and do kind of like tiny drawings, and I will give you guys a tour of them at the end of this video, but let's dive into one of the entries. Ooh, she loved to write in colors. These are going to be so hard to read. It is neon green.
You did this for what?
So here's like the name of my crush, which we're going to make up a different name for. Let's call him Jace, because I feel like that's a pretty safe name that no one has that I know. So Jace is continuing to hate me, and honestly at this point there's nothing I can do. Whatever was there is gone. I don't think there's a way to bring it back, even though it was amazing and I wish it back so much. Okay, so a little bit of a backstory. There was this guy that I liked a lot, and things would constantly be like back and forth between us. He would be really nice to me sometimes, and then sometimes he would be really mean, and we would be texting, and then we'd have a fight, and then I would block him or he would block me, and then he would ask his friend to like come and apologize to me as if he just can't do it himself. My younger self right here, you guys are gonna have this weird thing going on so many more times after this. There's a big tension in drama class. Okay, it's kind of funny because drama class, basically, I was in that class with this dude that was just an F-boy. He would just hit on everyone. Oh, let's call him Chad. There was also this my crush guy that I liked, but basically I'm writing, there's a tension in drama class. Leo sits next to me. There's this F-boy guy, Chad, and Jay sit behind me. Being there, I feel like it's crazy. Everyone's clashed together. Jace was being mean to me, so I spat back. He looked at me like I wasn't even allowed to look at him. God, that pissed me off. So Chad was like, what the hell is up with you two? Oh my god, I even remember. So honestly, even though this guy that I liked, he was so toxic and so mean to me sometimes, he told this F-boy Chad guy that I was his girlfriend. Like, what was going on in high school? What was happening in high school? Can someone please explain? It's so funny to me right now. It's like some really bad teenage drama. Yes, I agree. So yeah, whatever. My day was great, and I'm really grateful for, what is that? My productivity. What, girl, what were you productive about? You're literally writing about drama in drama class. I really want to know what I was productive about in this day, but honestly, even when I was young, I always had my together. I would think about all this kind of stuff like drama and boys and whatever, but I always got the high score in my AP exams. I always got the best grades in class. I was always on top of my things. Honestly, I was that girl. I'm pretty proud of myself. Some years. There were some years when I was a hot mess. Okay, let's keep going. So it's 14th of January now, and I'm writing. So this time I think I lost Jace forever. Girl, you're gonna have so many on and offs with him. I hate that guy. Now I really need to think it through. So let's sit and reflect and try to figure this out. Did he even like me? I don't know, because I mean, there's time in the middle when everything was great, and when he said we had something special, like maybe he did, but on the other side, if he did, wouldn't he have treated me a little different? Okay, here I'm kind of trying to justify. Honestly, if you have someone in your life that just plays you around like that, that's just like, oh, right now I want you, right now I don't, that's sometimes nice to you, sometimes mean to you. If someone's hot and cold to you, that's already a sign to you that that person probably doesn't like you, even though I think I talked to this person at some point and he was like, oh yeah, I did like you at some point, but you don't need anyone in your life that treats you like that. Someone that truly likes you, they will not treat you like that. And even if like that person likes you a tiny bit, this still shows that they don't like you enough to be consistent with you, and you shouldn't be begging for the bare minimum things. Oh yeah, he gave me some of his time. Some of his time? Seriously? It was a long story, which despite a bad ending is worth telling. Another thing that I want to talk about here is honestly in high school, when you like someone, you feel like that person is the end all be all. You will always like them. There's no one else. This guy was my first crush. And you know, guys, or if you like both, if you're bisexual, those people, the people in your life that you like, they come and go like that. The only thing that stays consistent is you. So honestly, don't worry so much as I used to make myself worry about these people. I remember like someone wouldn't text me and my whole day would completely be destroyed, or whenever like me and this guy would fight, I would feel so bad about it. But honestly, you're the only one who stays with yourself. Those people come and go. Okay, this is me getting into my self-development era. So basically I'm like, I've never been better, nothing's perfect, but I'm strong from within. I'm a friend to myself, no longer an enemy. I know and understand myself. This time I don't bring myself down. I give myself time, and if I'm not feeling my best, I don't look for anyone to blame. This right here shows honestly a really great mindset, because I remember I used to hate myself so much my freshman year. I used to constantly be so angry at myself, feel like there's something wrong with me, and it's really important to accept that. If you don't feel good all the time, that's okay, but be strong in yourself and be a friend to yourself. I need more positive people in my life instead of the energy sucking vampires. I'm going to work on that, and I'm going to make it happen, because no matter how bad I feel for them, I shouldn't sacrifice myself. Okay, one thing about the friends that I had during this period, I remember this really well. It was basically this group of girls that they would constantly be complaining about themselves. It's just like, remember that scene in Mean Girls when they're looking at themselves and constantly being like, oh, my pores are too big, my nose is this, my eyebrows, I hate this. That's how I felt. I would be around them and one of them would be like, oh, I'm so fat, like I really hate how I look. I'm just like, no, like we were the same weight, just so you understand. So I'm not gonna like feed this so it becomes an ED or something. So I was like, you're not, like you look amazing, you look incredible, you have to work on just being more confident in yourself, you dress in a really nice way. And I was like trying to hype her up, and the other one was like, why are you saying that to her, like you're making her feel worse. And then like they would go on diets together, which wouldn't work, and then they would complain all together about how fat they are. And I hated that so much, because it would be constant negativity all the time. That honestly, if you also feel like you have friends in your life that are messing with your energy, just like I did here, which I remember it was really hard for me. I remember at some point when I stopped being friends with them, I would like go to the library all the time during lunch, because I had like no one else to hang out with at that point. But then like this one guy started going to the library, who later on became one of my best friends in high school, and then he introduced me to his friends, and it was amazing. So honestly, don't be afraid to cut people off that you feel like drain your energy. But as I promised you guys, I'm going to show you guys the drawings that I had at the end of my diaries, and let's start with this one. This drawing I made about that person that I talked that I liked. It was like constant back and forth. This is how I felt usually when we would fight. The drawing is not the best because I used to do these like really quickly, but it's like this one. The girl's like behind a door and the guy's like trying to go through. That's how I felt when like we would have a fight, that he would start and then he would try to apologize. This next one is just like a sketch that I made of eyes. I used to really like the colors in this one, and I wrote like again and again on like the eye area, because that's how I felt. I felt like it was constantly like this emotional roller coaster, and it would go on again and again. And this was like my Queen of Hearts drawing, and I feel like she would be such a cool original character if you put her in a book. I should really consider doing that. Okay, this is about someone else, I think. So I wrote a little kind of like a poem here because I couldn't sleep. So I wrote, my soul is on fire, I know you were a liar, or maybe I'm a liar. Have you ever wished you could meet someone again for the very first time? I know for sure I always used to call you mine. What if I hadn't done what I did? Would that be all you need? What if it's a perfect place? What if it just reminds me of the empty space that has settled between us? But if I hadn't done what I did, and if you hadn't hurt me like you did, would we still end up this way in the same place? And I called it our love story in reverse. I think the black and purple division kind of is because of something. I feel like you're supposed to read the purple lines together and the black lines together, but I don't really remember the complete idea behind this. This one, this painting, I used to love it so much. And I also have some hidden text here, which you can't really see unless you look at it in a certain way. And okay, this is gonna be the last drawing that I'm going to share with you guys. I love this. I kind of drew this up as like my ideal version of myself, and I'm a little shocked about how much she looks like me right now. Okay, ready? Look at that! Oh my god, I didn't expect this because I haven't opened this diary in almost forever, and wow. Am I tripping or does she look like me? Because I feel like she does. I had so much fun reading this. I wish I chose the entries beforehand because there are way too many diaries and I kind of need to filter like the more interesting, important ones rather than the ones where I'm just like, oh yeah, today I did a little bit of my AP exam practice. But let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more of these, and I love you guys so much for watching this, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!